And it will be a bit easier in the second innings when the sun is beating up in the wicket to bat on. Asif, shekh, Kushal. Bhurtel, as usual, will probably take the strike, whereas Asif Sheikh will be on the non-striker's end. Scott Edwards, the captain, is the keeper for the Netherlands. They were a bit dodgy while batting. Edwards getting the highest score for Netherlands, 33.
Sorry, my headset.
It's gonna be Kingma from the Chobara end to bowl the first over for Netherlands. They have to restrict Nepal under 137 if they want to win this game. And I would like to invite my co-commentator Andrew Leonard here in the comm box. Good afternoon, Lenny.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Namaste, welcome along to the second innings coverage. Here comes Kingma into Bhurtel. And Bhurtel will be much more pleased with that start than the start 2 days ago. Just got down from a little bit of time up in a few of the sections of the crowd, Paresh, and I have to say, it's like a different planet 2 days later. It's warmer weather, there's an optimism, a joy, an exuberance in the air. Can't explain the importance of this national team to the identity and the consciousness of the nation right now. Devastation yesterday for the women missing out in the really dramatic circumstances in the final over. Credit to Malaysia, taking one of those two Asia Cup spots. But the importance of how these men and women do for the nation and how they lift the nation up, well, it's quite extraordinary, the impact of this sport here in Nepal and the joy in the crowd. It's very hard to get across. You have to come here and experience it, live it for yourself.
Yes, cricket has been a religion for Nepal, and it's going to be Vivian Kingma, a gentle outswinger for Netherlands to start the proceedings. The first ball went for a single for Kushal Bhurtel. He must be relieved. He was on a pair. We all say that in a test match.
He was on an ODI pair, wasn't he? For Kingma, it's just great to see him back healthy. He didn't play much in the top class of this season at all, really. He went back to the VRA club this year, and you sense that him at full fitness at his very best is a real asset to the Netherlands. They're known as having a real pace battery. You think the likes of Tim van der Hoogten and Fred Klaassen, who will come back into the reckoning in T20I cricket. They have so many injury problems, the Dutch. They've got so many fast bowlers. Check drive from Sheikh. That's not dissimilar to the way he got out in the game against Namibia, chipping it up to a silly mid-on. But for Kingma, he's really taking his chance because of that absence of Van der Hoogten. Shane Snater from Essex also injured. Brandon Glover with a shoulder injury. But there's so much depth to the Dutch pace attack that it doesn't get any weaker because of those absences, I don't think. But there's a lot to do. They'll need early wickets, the Netherlands.
Yeah, just utilising the resources they have available here. It's bowling on the right areas, Kingma. We often don't see a medium pacer with the glasses on, power glasses that is.
Well, you talk about iconic figures. Look at him there, Vivian Kingma. Very, very strong, good physical athlete. And his dad is here, the only member of the Dutch families that was able to travel over here to Kathmandu. I spoke to him there this morning. He was telling me he has never experienced a welcome. He travels an awful lot. He's never experienced a welcome like the one he's had here in Nepal and Kathmandu. And he so nearly has a wicket to his name. It evades the tumbling. I think Bazdaleda is the fielder at mid-wicket who will have felt he might have been able to get a reverse hand at it. Might have just been a fingertip, but instead it burst through for 4.
Yes, a valiant effort by Bazdaleda. The ball running down to mid-wicket for a boundary. Ends the over. 1 gone. Nepal 5 for no loss.
He's got big hands, and look at those feet. Massive feet. Size 16, I think he has. And Bhurtel goes bang. He sends this crowd into ecstasy. That has gone miles. Nepal in a hurry to chase this down.
Yeah, Bhurtel getting that up in front and doesn't mix those. Overpitched, a loosener from that. And look at the ball sail over the VVIP area, almost into the road.
I think this is out of the ground, Paresh. We were just up there. There's 3, 4, maybe 5,000 fans, not quite, nearly over the retaining wall. Well, what a way to jolt this crowd into life in the chase. Bhurtel doesn't want to have a look. He just wants to go boom, boom down the ground. What a strike. Pressure now on young Aryan Dutt. Speared in flatter this time. Is this the way to approach this chase? Go at it in the power play in the first 10?
Yes, that is the way these two openers should go about it. Look at that hit by Kushal Bhurtel, and good work by the cameraman there. Another hit into mid-wicket region. Yet another maximum into the VVIP area.
Well. Careful on the roof. Hold on, sir. Oh, well done. The kid wants to keep the ball. You got to throw it back, sir. Oh, what a start to the chase. Euphoria here. Ecstasy in Kathmandu because Bhurtel, well, he's taking Aryan Dutt to task. He stuck it onto the roof of the changing rooms, nearly up into the VVIP section, the president's box. What a shot it is. The second 6 of the over, and this crowd is reaching fever point, fever pitch already. It's not even 1 o'clock yet, Paresh.
Yeah, Aryan Dutt now changing his angle, coming round the wicket to Bhurtel.
Guided all the way along the ground this time. 4 more. This chase could end in a hurry because Nepal are off to a flyer, and they're saying there's plenty of runs in this wicket, and we're going to make a statement today and take down the Dutch coming back from the Super League.
Yeah, this was excellently played by Bhurtel. Look at his pose, just opening the face of the bat to get the placement right, to get the gap on the offside. 16 runs of the first 4 balls of the second over. And you can hear the chants.
What an extraordinary start. It's completely in contrast to the way Namibia approached their chase of a very similar total. Deleda has a lot of experience here, and this is the Dutch side that's just come from a World Cup, wins over South Africa, Bangladesh. Probably should have won a game or 2 more. They'll have felt the way in which they played, but nothing quite prepares you for the cauldron, the amphitheatre here at the TU. It's a different Nepali side that they're playing from 6 months ago at the qualifier, let alone 3 years ago in the Tri-Series. Developed, they've evolved, they've got better and better. And right now, they are going to take Aryan Dutt and the Dutch to task. This game could be over in a blink of an eye if things don't change quickly. 2 overs have been bowled, it's 26 for none. Shake. In fact, it's Bhurtel, isn't it? And he's going to clip it away for 6 more. The runs are flying around the ground. Paresh, this could all end before it even starts for the Dutch. Nepal flying.
Yes, it's kind of a deja vu when Kushal Bhurtel batted against India in the Asia Cup, when Bhurtel went berserk playing against Mohammad Siraj, one of the top bowlers in world cricket. The two duo put on 60 runs for the opening stand, playing against India in the Asia Cup last year.
This is quite remarkable. This is a formidable Dutch side. They're being torn apart right now. And they look shell-shocked to me, to be frank. And listen to that. The pantomime. Kingma feigns to throw. The crowd say, go on, throw it. It matters not to us.
Actually, Lenny, we cannot hear ourselves here in the commentary box because of the crowd chanting, the roar of the crowd. And look at Bhurtel. He just steps aside and tells the bowler to have a shot at the stumps.
It is a different Nepali side, a year on under Desai's tutorship. Dot ball. There's a few shades, Paresh, of a game that you and I commentated on back in the final, the 21st and final triangular series here in Kurdapur. It wasn't the famous one on March 16th that caught the attention of the world. It was the one 3 days prior on March 13th. Papua New Guinea were routed for 95, and Asif, Sheikh and Kushal Bhurtel set about chasing it as quickly as they could. They chased down the 96 in 7.4 overs. It's more of the same. And right now, Bhurtel and Sheikh are threatening not just to take the 2 points, but take a massive net run rate boost and make a huge statement in the course and the context of this Men's Cricket World Cup League 2.
Yeah, Bhurtel was out on the first ball in the first game against Namibia. He wants to get on with the game. A pulled shot, back of the length, pulled away in front of square at mid-wicket for a boundary. He's dealing in sixes and boundaries at the moment, Bhurtel. 28 of 10.
This goes a long way up. Could this be a chance? Square leg goes back. I think it's delayed. And he holds on to the catch.